Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Harbor Gateway North Neighborhood Council meeting for Tuesday, February 10th. It is now 7 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Rosalie, you want to do a roll call, please?
Joan Jacobs is out of town. Alonzo Williams.
Here.
Rosalie Preston, present. Majeni Nixon.
Here.
Ronald Robinson.
Present.
I think Bart is going to be joining us. Dave Trejo.
Present.
R.V. Powell. Eva Cooper Pace. Marvin Bell.
Here.
Barbara Tyson Frazier. He was here. Shirley Johnson. Guyton.
Present.
Vanessa Jackie Jackson.
Here.
Vanessa Simmons. Not here yet. Frankie Mays.
Present.
Clifford McLean. Okay, so we hope the others will be joining
I'm
us.
here. Rosalie, Barbara Tyson Frazier's here. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
So we have a quorum.
Fantastic. Thank you for everybody for showing up tonight. First, next on the agenda, we have our general public comments for non-agenda items that are within the neighborhood council subject matter and jurisdiction. Each speaker has 2 minutes per speaker. Do we have anyone that'd like to speak on behalf of the general public, general comments? I can't see any hands being raised. Let me scroll down. Do I have any hands being raised? If you want to speak up and say me or something, please do. General comments. All right. One more time. General comments, folks. All right. No hands have been raised. Nobody stepped up. General comments are now closed. We have to move to reports now. Our first report is from LAPD. The LAPD in the house.
Yes, good evening. This is Senior Lead Officer Leva. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
How are you guys doing? Yeah. I'll just go ahead. This is my second Zoom meeting with you guys. And if anybody was not on the call last month, my email address is 37247@lapd.online. And my direct phone line is 213-731-8750. So that's how you can get in contact with me. As far as this last month, I spoke with our gang detective supervisor, our robbery detective supervisor, and our property detective supervisor. This last month, we had 3 business robberies at the 7-Eleven on El Segundo and the SMP gas station that's at 120th and Figueroa. Those investigations are still ongoing. There's no direct pattern that has been detected. And the detective supervisor wanted me to let you guys know that there have been 3 different chain snatches on Figueroa and the Vermont corridor. Sorry, was there a question? Okay, I'll keep going. Yeah, three different.
Could you clarify the three different on Figaro and Vermont?
Were they robberies of the store or individuals?
The business robberies were at the stores.
Okay.
The chain snatches were just people walking up or not not being aware of the surroundings and getting the chain snatched. There was two that were on Figueroa and one that was on Vermont. Um, so
Officer Leyva, just to be clear for people that might not understand, you're saying people are wearing gold chains around their neck and then they're getting snatched by people.
right, right, they're wearing jewelry around their neck. I'm not sure if it's gold, if it's silver, but those they had been chain snatches. Yes. So I'd just like to let you guys know that I know everybody likes to be on their phone, have their head down, minding their business, but when you're out and about, when you're traveling on the green line or whatnot, just be aware of your surroundings, you know, maybe put the phone away, maybe tuck in any jewelry you have or put it away. Um, these crimes, they seem very crimes of opportunity. And so there's no like direct pattern, like nothing we can, there's not a group of teenagers that are going out and snatching chains. It's just, it's a crime of opportunity and it happens very quick. On the property side, we've had we had a rash of business burglaries down towards 150th and Figueroa, involving some marijuana. They're not dispensaries. They actually sell to dispensaries. Um, and we had three different. Those do seem like they are related, and detectives are working on that. Um, and that was in the area of 150th in Figueroa, and there was one on Estrella, north of 135th. Also, we had two different burglaries of copper wire with AT&T last week. There could have been a third one, but it was foiled by I believe it was an AT&T employee that received an alert, flagged down some officers that were nearby. They were inside the manhole that was on Vermont, just north of Redondo Beach, but the manhole that belonged to the city of Gardena. There was also evidence of some vandalism in the manhole that is on city property, but no, the guys that were caught, there was two girls, I'm sorry, it was two males and one female that were arrested, were inside Gardena jurisdiction. So Gardena PD ended up coming over and taking over the arrest on that one. But prior to that, it's probably the same suspects. They hit AT&T for over, I believe it was over $300,000 worth of copper wire, and it's all happening in the like very early mornings of usually weekends. So like around 2 or 3 in the morning. And I'll be honest, I didn't know those manholes were there, and I didn't know there was that much copper wire that was down there as well. But now that I do know, I make sure I go and I do my rounds when I'm up and down Vermont. And then the last thing I have for you guys is I'm sure you guys heard about the homicide that was at the El Diamante little sports bar on 120th and Fig. That was last month. That's still an ongoing investigation. I pulled all the calls for service, crime reports, and arrest reports for the last 3 years. And I'm still combing through all of those, but I want to get the good reports that are associated with that address. And then I'm going to send them over to the city attorney and see if we can't get that place like shut down or whatnot. There was one homicide yesterday morning in the area of 131st and Menlo. With that one, the suspect is in custody. Um, the address where it happened is somewhat of a halfway house. And again, I requested the crime reports, calls for service, and arrest reports for that address for the last 3 years, because I do know that that address does come up on our radar quite a bit. And if they're running some kind of business, or they have some kind of license, I'm going to see if we can get 15 involved and have that license revoked. And that's all I have right now. Does anybody have any questions?
Sure, Leva, thank you for that. I wanted to know two things. One, like, is there any pattern or rhyme and reason to the copper stuff? Because that seems like a really expensive crime that seems more, that's probably more harmful than it seems in terms of the cost that it has on the public and the added expenses to like utilities that then get passed on down if not paid for by the city.
Yeah, you know what? It I don't know too much about like how much it affects the citizens and like with bills and stuff like that. But I do know that the suspects, all of them are transients, and they're up and down the railroads. We have some major cleanup. I have a major cleanup tomorrow, actually, on 117th and Figueroa. We're going to work the track from Figueroa all the way to Hoover, and it's very bad. But I also
Yeah,
know that from on 100 behind Rosecrans Park, uh, from Vermont all the way to Figueroa, it's starting to build up again. So um, I'm in contact with Union Pacific. I have a good relationship with the captain now. Um, I've known him since he was a lieutenant, and we get along well. But he responds to my text messages, and so we're going to schedule a cleanup in the park, hopefully sometime before the end of the month. And then it's on me. It's my job to maintain it after that, and I will. Um,
I
but
appreciate
yeah,
that. If we see things there, should we be reporting it to Union Pacific or should we be going through you because of your
no.
relationship with them?
If you could just take pictures, send them for me, and then I'll forward them to the captain.
Yeah,
Yeah, all it is just setting up a date uh, with their cleanup crew, and then me getting 3 or 4 of the senior lead officers that work with me to help me out, and then we'll set aside two 2 or 3 days a week, and then we'll go take care of it. But yeah, if you guys see it, I mean, just don't send me pictures, and then I'll forward those pictures over to Union Pacific.
thank you. I appreciate that. And then the one other follow up I had for you before I pass it over to RV was there was a month or two ago an investigation going on into businesses in Gardena Boulevard in terms of like extortion and whatnot. Any updates you can share or
So,
introduce?
I mean, we haven't had any reports of any further extortion. Um, but like I said, the investigation has been open. So it's like when something else happens, then we'll take action. But as far as I know, just talking to, because I text back with the victim of that incident, and she hasn't said anything to me. So there hasn't been any reports of any further extortion down on the boulevard.
Thank you.
Hi. I have a question.
Yes.
You work closely with Union Pacific, and I wonder will they put cameras in certain key areas along the railroad tracks, or they could build a fence of where the people can't, you know, can't
Out of
get on the
camp.
property. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean that would be right. It seems like it would be an easy fix, but like anything else, it's
yeah,
cost. They got to weigh the cost effect and how much it's going to cost, and because these guys they're very resourceful, and if they build a gate, these guys have access to power tools, and then those gates are
Mm.
going to get vandalized. Um, but
Like,
yeah, it's
it's
something that I'll definitely bring up to the captain because yeah, I mean if we can build up a gate,
uh-huh.
put up no trespassing signs, and then
Yeah,
I can enforce those signs, then yeah, I'm all
yeah,
for it.
yeah, or maybe put an electric fence over there. Huh? But
Yeah,
then that would be too cool for the
right? Yeah,
kids.
yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know, because this is seem like it's ongoing and it could be the same people. And I wonder, do you guys keep track of the same people that lives along those railroad tracks to, get their names and be on the lookout for them or whatever? They
So
refuse help and
right,
everything, and some
r-
is mental and all
right.
that. I'm sure they have a track record, if they don't accept it,
No, no,
because
yeah, absolutely.
this is an
And
ongoing thing.
we have the slows that I work with.
Mhm.
We do our own. We keep our own notes of like who we talk to because, like you said, it's generally it's the same people that come back, and it's generally the same people that we're always citing. So we have our own book. Um, we know like who's who that's in our area. Um, but as far as like them turning down like services, like I don't have access to any of those. I don't LASA or Hopix, they don't share that information with us, like to let us know like, hey, this person refused services, this person accepted services. We don't get that information. They claim it's a HIPAA violation. They're not allowed to let us know.
All right. I see another hand. Arby?
Just go ahead.
Arby?
Hello.
Hello.
Um, Hi, this is Barbara. I was just
Harvey, you're
wondering
muted.
why can't we work with some of the businesses because a lot of them have cameras and we just need to come together with the businesses and work with them as well. And I feel that we would be more it would be more effective if we try to work with the businesses along with, what we're doing already. I just don't see that connection. But because I know a lot of them do have cameras on on their premises.
No, well, I agree. We should, and we do. We do work with, at least I do, with businesses, and there's several that give me access to their camera system because it's all Wi-Fi now, and
Right.
they'll give me their password, so I'm able to log on and monitor a certain area from the station, just what's going on. Um, but yes, I do agree because uh, like Estrella for me, Estrella, uh, north of 135th Street. It just people just go there and dump whatever whenever, and it's like every day. I'll come back from 2 or 3 days off, and there's just a pile of stuff, and it's so first things first. I talked to Rudy Martinez. He's the field deputy for Council District 15,
Has been
uh,
forwarded to voicemail.
and we're gonna get the lights fixed because the lights don't work there. So we're gonna get the
Forwarded to
lights
voicemail.
fixed.
Person you're
Hello?
trying to reach is not available.
Hello?
Jackie, I think there's something coming in. Jackie, you might not be muted.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so I'm working with those businesses. So like, and they're all for it. They'll give me access to the cameras. So if then maybe it'll pick up a license plate for someone that's over there, dumping illegally, and then I can go out there and cite and impound and hold that vehicle for over 30 days. Um, but yes,
yeah.
I do agree with you that working with businesses that have cameras, surveillance, that way, and having them share that with us is plays a big part in us actually uh, making arrests and getting some of these crooks off the street.
Yes, because it doesn't make sense. I feel that we should get security, and we won't have to pay a security that long, because once people find out that they get caught dumping and throwing trash out like that, and like you said, taking their cars and giving them big fines, it'll stop, and
No, yeah,
we just have them undercover security, and it's like we're not trying to get this resolved, because this can be resolved. And I've mentioned this before. If we just get little low key security, we could get this resolved.
no, yeah,
It
absolutely.
wouldn't cost that much for us to get security for a month or two.
Ma'am, do you have a business on the strip, ma'am?
Yes, no, I don't have a business on the strip,
Oh,
but
oh, but you're okay.
I'm a home I'm actually I'm a homeowner in the
Oh,
area.
okay. No,
So, and
okay.
I'm also a board member.
I
So
got it.
it's
Got
like
it.
I've been trying to do my part, and I also do community cleanups whenever we need to do. I'll walk the beat. I'll do whatever it takes to help get things resolved. I'm not
Yeah,
just here. Um,
and yeah, man, we need more of that, and it's just yeah, just it seems like it. Yeah, we let a lot of things slide, and then people take advantage, and there's no real repercussions on certain things. Uh, but anything I can do to alleviate that, like I have no problem taking people to jail, giving them a ticket. So any information you have my contact info. Just go ahead and forward it, send it to me, and then let me work on it.
okay, Officer Lever, I believe you're one that's trying to get change, and that's all we want is change in our neighborhood, in our area, where our kids can walk to school and feel safe and don't walk, because it's a bunch of meat that was just dumped down 117th. It's close to Athens Way, right by the bridge.
Oh
Somebody
yeah,
just
no,
dropped that,
I
and it's
saw it today.
horrible. And
Yeah,
somebody should be sitting watching. If we just had a little car, I mean, we're like you're doing a sting. We got to get a sting going. I think if we get a sting going, it will resolve a lot of issues, because there's a businesses doing this. And if you're dumping in our area, you don't need to run a business. That
no,
business needs
yeah,
to be shut down for 30 days. Some kind of way we need to get something going here. I don't know. Um,
yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm
but
with you. And I know Officer Hamoka. He's out there. He's working diligently. He's probably the best senior lead we got. So I know he's
yes,
out.
he
I know
does. He works.
he's out there.
I
Yeah,
see him
he's
a
he's
lot.
putting in work. Yeah.
All
So
right.
Yeah, he's in my district.
All right. Do I have any more hands up? All right. Thank you very much. Next we have Council District 15. Do we have a report from Council District 15?
Thank you, Alonzo. It's Rudy.
Hey, Rudy.
So yeah, I'm just I don't really have a big report. I just want to just kind of fill everyone in on the areas and corridors that I have working with my clean team at the moment. Just to give you an idea of what days we clean. Um, so for example, right now I just got this email from our team director, Jocelyn. Wednesday 2/11th through Friday 2/13th in the Harbor Gateway. The areas that we're working on are, for example, the underpass on Estrella Avenue and 168th, east and westbound, South Figueroa Street between 212th Street and 127th Street, east and westbound, Gardena Boulevard to South Figueroa Street between, I'm sorry, Gardena Boulevard South Figueroa Street in Vermont, east and westbound. El Segundo Boulevard between Hoover Street and Vermont, east and westbound. Hoover Street between Laconia Boulevard and El Segundo, east and westbound. Laconia Boulevard between the dead end on Laconia and Hoover Street are going to be done east and westbound. And 864 West Athens Boulevard. 117th Street in Figueroa, 17th Street in Athens. It keeps getting brought up. Anytime, I mean, this is a constant, it's a daily chronic area for dumping. So we can clean it tonight and it'll be exactly the same by tomorrow. And cameras do keep coming up. There is cameras around the city. The problem is that just to clarify, there is cameras around these areas. The only problem is that we don't have staff to watch them. So hopefully, when the city deficit gets a little bit better, we'll be able to hire more people so they're able to watch the cameras. On Gardena Boulevard right now, I'm trying to push a Jedi zone for the business corridor there. That would require for us as an office to put in a motion so that Jedi representatives can go and assess the area and then work on getting the funds to be able to have a Jedi zone on Gardena Boulevard. I think that's going to help on business improvements there. But this is something that I just started working on this week, and it's going to be a little bit of a process. My boss is all for it. Within the 1-5, we already have 4 Jedi zone areas: San Pedro, Wilmington, and Watts. So actually, that's 3. So this would be our 4th. We really have to push to try to get it done. Another one done in the 1-5. But that's specifically what I'm working on right now. The areas I read out for cleanups are areas that get hit weekly by the Clean 15 team. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Does anybody have any questions?
All right. I don't see any hands being raised for Rudy. I do.
Maj has her hand.
Sorry, Maj Nixon.
Yes.
All right.
Hi, good evening. Rudy, I was curious if you can comment on the kind of street takeover and I don't even know what they call it now, but the donuts that went on maybe 2 nights ago and Figueroa and Alondra.
I'll be honest with you, Mash. It's not within my purview. I don't control the streets for those, and usually those are done in like midnight hours, early hours in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't have any type of information on that at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's sort of like bordering a couple different municipalities, but there was a lot of debris today, which was like this morning around 9 a.m. I don't know if there was an accident, but like rubber, just car parts, pieces. And then you can visibly see all the black markings in that area that was not there over the weekend.
All right, I was over there today. I didn't notice it, but if there's anything there tomorrow, I'll make sure that I send it over to my team to see if we can at least go out there and get the debris.
Okay. And I noticed, yeah, Alondra and Figueroa, and then Gardena Boulevard and Figueroa. Those seem to be the 2 kind of intersections that don't have those kind of interesting speed bump railings. I don't know what they're called, but I'm kind of curious. I think that's technically the city of Carson that I've seen them in. But kind of curious how, if we wanted to look at something like that, what would the process be to go about, I guess, asking to get that in our areas?
I just want to point out that when we had the community impact statement regarding the street takeovers, there was that DOT report that they'd experimented with some things, particularly in the valley, and they just didn't really find them that effective.
But you know what I find here in that area where you're talking about, Madge, was brought to my attention. You got one side is Carson,
right?
The other side, you got the other side Harbor Gateway. Then you got the Highway Patrol, and I think Caltrans stepped somewhere in there. And it's like, why isn't everybody trying to work together? That's the thing. Why aren't we working together? Because you got the 3 different, it's like this end is Carson, just a little step. Just another little step. You got Harbor Gateway. Then, oh no, not to mention it's Compton. That's what it is. It's Compton.
Right.
So you got
Right.
Compton, you got Carson, you got Harbor Gateway, and you got Highway Patrol, and then you got sheriffs. Why isn't everybody trying to work together? What is the problem? Why can't we all work together? Because if we all come together, then I just know it would just be amazing. But we're
Yeah.
not coming together. Everybody's passing a buck. You passing a buck here. Oh, well, that's not my side. Oh, over there. If you went across that little line, oh, they just went right over, tapped over there on that end. So that's Carson's side. Now, oh, well, you hit that's Compton now. Come on, let's work together so we can get things resolved. That's all that needs to be done in this matter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Barbara. Thank you.
All right. Rosalie Preston, see your hand up.
Yes, Rudy, I understand that there's a proposal to put a kind of a temporary type building at Rosecrans Recreation Center for a childcare program. Do you have any more details about that? I know we'd heard about it as a proposal some years ago.
So I don't have details on it. They're trying to put together a hold on one second. Let me pull this up and see what let's see. For the Rosecrans Rec Child Center, Child Care Center facility. The city is asking, or they're trying to put together a committee for oversight. Coming up soon. It doesn't give me any information on when it'll be done, or finalized. But yeah, they are looking to put a childcare facility at Rosecrans Recreation Center.
Okay,
But
thanks.
I can find out more if more about when all this is going to start. But they are trying to put together a volunteer neighborhood oversight committee for the process.
Rudy, just I think folks were talking about the street takeovers. I follow like LA sheriffs of Carson social media, and they like on the regular. I don't know if this is for you, Officer Leva, but on the regular they post video of cars being impounded days or weeks after street takeovers because I don't know how they get the license plates. I don't know if it's drones or what they have. Um, but even if it's not immediate, because I understand if you have hundreds of cars there, like it feels almost impossible to have immediate accountability. But there's accountability happening days, weeks, or months afterwards, and I'm wondering why we can't follow suit.
We're not willing to work together. If we all can work together, that like you're saying, we should be working together. If we all work together, whatever they're doing and it's being successful, let's come together. We don't have to rewrite it. It's already been wrote. Let's just come together and do it, as a community for the sake of our kids, even.
Now, just to give a little bit of perspective, in 2025, my boss and council member Nassarian did introduce a motion regarding street takeovers and offering rewards to any information leading to the identification and apprehension of individuals who are involved in street takeovers. I'm not sure where it's at now. So it is a motion. I'm not sure if it's gonna have to go into a council vote, but I will follow up on that and send you more information once I have it. But the motion is there.
Rudy, can you make that also, if it's any way possible, bring up a motion for dumping? That would be also because people will tell, like you say, money talks. So I think that's a good idea.
Bart?
Yeah, most definitely.
Bart? See your hand up?
Yeah, I just about. I also want to say about street takeovers, and I last night, maybe it was 2 nights ago. I don't know. I've been sick, but I had the window open, and I was like, oh, it's like as I'm. It was around 2:30. That's when it happens, and it's like, it's like I can hear a motorcycle on the highway, and then it started to be like, oh no, that's not that. And in my head, I like knew exactly where it was. Like I know the intersection it happens, and in my head, I'm like, well, I know where it happens. Like the cops know where it happens. And in unfortunately, I was like sick, and I probably should have called something, and I didn't. But it's like I know the intersection, and then this, yesterday when I was driving home, I was like, yep, this is the place. And I'm just curious about what it takes to, as we're saying, it's like, oh, we've got all these incentives. Well, no one's up at 2:30 in the morning saying, here's thanks for the incentive for telling you who's doing a street takeover. And I'm just wondering about, and I hate the idea of, um, you know, cameras and whatever at all at intersections, but I'm just wondering what it takes to get like, hey, it's 2:30, turn this camera on, because this has been happening every month for 2 days. So, and I know I'm not sure what it takes to get that to happen, but from what everybody is saying is this is a bane from north to south, and it is, I know there's this idea that it's like uh, the 1-5, but we're two, and we've been combined into one, and it feels like we're ignored because we're between the east and the west and the north and the south, and so people get to do takeovers on either side of the highway because no one knows whose job it is to maintain it. So I think we're all on board. We all need to work together, but I want this to be brought to the front because it's dangerous and it sucks and people get hurt. So.
All right, thank you. That Bart? We haven't had another hand up?
Meant to lower it. Sorry, I raised it again.
Okay. All right. That being said, do we have any elected officials in the building tonight? Attended the meeting. I should say I forgot my
State Senator Laura Richardson's representative, Jose Ochoa, is here. I don't know if he wants to say anything.
Okay. Jose?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just like a brief message. Just want to just talk about like a little bit of like the senator's new positions and like what committee she's on. Let's see. Just trying to get it ready here. Yeah. Okay. I got it. So to start off, the senator, her new position is assistant majority leader. So this is the third highest position in the state senate. And a few of the committees that she's on for this year, it's the Appropriations Committee, Banking and Financial Institutions, Budget and Physical Review, Budget Subcommittee 5 on Corrections, Public Safety, Judiciary, Labor and Transportation. She is the chair of this committee. She's on Energy, Utilities and Communications, Governmental Organization, Insurance and Transportation. She's also on the Joint Committee on Art, Joint Legislative Budget Committee, and she's also on the Special Committee for the International Sporting Events, which includes the Olympics and the World Cup. And I also wanted to add that for this year, one of the senators' big priorities is being more visible in the communities. Her first year, she focused more on getting legislation through to she was a freshman senator, and she ended up being the most successful senator, getting over 10 laws passed. But this year, you're going to see her more in the community, and she does plan eventually on going to every neighborhood council and every city council, but that's still in the works. But I'll be in communications with you guys when eventually she'll come and speak during one of your council meetings.
All right. Thank you very much.
And that's all for me. If you guys have any questions, you guys can ask me.
Barbara Tyson, you have see your hand up.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara Tyson Frazier. I see your hand up.
Hello, this is Mr. Bell. I would like to know, where do Laura Richardson stand on the mileage tax for California?
Okay, so we're getting a lot of feedback on that. So right now, the senator doesn't have a position on it. I'll let you guys know eventually when I do. I think it came out very recently, so I have not seen the senator yet. So we'll probably find out in a few days to like a week.
All right. Any other questions? All right, we'll move right down to.
No, Lonzo, I'm sorry. I didn't have my hand raised up. I don't know how to put it down, but I didn't. Thank you. I was trying to reach out. Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you. All right, with that being said, we're going down to letter D, Department of Neighborhood Empowerment. I do believe we have someone from that office as well.
Yes, thanks, Ron. Hello, everyone. My name is Erica Gatika Dowdy. I'm the Neighborhood Empowerment Advocate that is supporting the Harbor Gateway North Neighborhood Council. I also support 14 other neighborhood councils throughout the city of Los Angeles. So I will be sending the board an email tomorrow morning, but just to touch on a few announcements, the first one I want to mention is an upcoming event. This is scheduled for Thursday, February 12th. That is this Thursday at 12 p.m. So if anyone is interested during their lunch break, or if you just happen to be free at 12 p.m. this Thursday, our department is hosting what they're calling Empowering Communities, writing community impact statements to advocate for charter reform. I know that you all, I believe, had a presenter at your last meeting or a couple of meetings ago come out and talk to you about the importance of the charter reform and how that impacts the neighborhood council system. If anyone is interested in joining this virtual webinar session, it will talk through how to create a community impact statement that will be persuasive and just how to navigate the portal in doing so. So this is for board members. If anyone's interested, again, this is going to be Thursday, February 12th at 12 p.m. The next thing that I want to mention, again, this is mainly for board members, but I think also important for the public to know, is that with recent changes to the Brown Act, specifically some updates that came with the implementation of SB 707. In the past, you may recall that if you submitted an agenda to our department over the weekend or after hours, which is typically around 4 o'clock, then it would get submitted through the the early notification system that following Monday or the following day after it was submitted after hours. With the new update to 707, SB 707, the department is required to upload agendas within that 72-hour, 24-hour time frame. So you may have noticed that in an email sent by our department, we're now giving time frames for when your agendas have to be submitted. This goes for committee meeting agendas as well. So for example, you all have your meetings on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. So this means that you would have to submit your agenda no later than last Friday at 2 p.m. And so you all have an email kind of detailing this update. If you have any questions about that, I'm happy to connect with you online, but just wanted to bring it to the board's attention that if the agendas aren't submitted within that time frame before 2 p.m., it will get kicked back. So those are all the updates that I have for tonight. And again, I will be sending the board an email with a handful of other reminders and announcements. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Moving down
Can,
to letter
can I ask
D.
Erica
Sorry,
a
I'm sorry.
question? Sorry. Erica, if we can't make it to those trainings, do they get recorded and archived anywhere?
Yes, they do, and I will make sure to send that link to the webpage that has all of our webinars and trainings, including the one coming up.
Thank you.
All right. Any hands up? Anybody else have any more questions? All right, we'll move down to letter E. Brief report from neighbor HGNNC district representatives on current issues. Do we have any reports?
We could start with District 1, just very briefly what issues you've been working on or have heard about in your district.
Oh, let's see. Just a second. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so for my district, I'm Ron Robinson, District 1 representative. Some of the things I've been working on primarily is trying to mitigate the illegal dumping on on 168th Street, the freeway underpass on 168th Street, the freeway underpass on Gardena Boulevard, and the freeway, part of the freeway underpass on Alondra. Basically, I've been routinely driving around, reporting the illegal dumping on my LA 311 app. Um, it's been pretty clean, but it's always you have to keep at it. It was pretty clean as of the weekend, and then went around today a little bit. I saw a little bit more dumping, but been doing that and along with some alleys in back of the um, Boys and Girls Club. And I thank Rudy for helping me get that cleaned up. And so it's been fairly clean in those areas. I've been working. I submitted some proposals to increase the lighting on Gardena Boulevard and Alondra. I thought it was really deficient there, kind of dark especially compared to the west side of Gardena Boulevard, the city of Gardena. The LED lighting is much brighter than the lighting on Gardena Boulevard. So I have submitted some proposals to increase the lighting on Gardena Boulevard and the freeway underpasses. I've working on a current proposal for some curbs, especially at Gardena Elementary School. I took some pictures of that at the broken, faded curves. So I don't know how that'll work out because with the money situation with LA, but I'm gonna submit a proposal for that because I think it's really degraded there. And what else? Uh, I also submitted a proposal to Caltrans to cut the grass around the freeway on the west side of the 110, which they acknowledged they will do starting from 168 to Gardena Boulevard, and then extending from Gardena Boulevard on to I think it's 164th Street. So they said they're going to work on that. I'm working on a proposal for a mural, hopefully in Gardena Boulevard. It's all about money, but that's kind of my beautification project that I've been trying to work on and put together there. And those are just some of the things. There's quite a few things I did. I managed to get a um, working with Caltrans. There was a fire on 168th Street. I submitted a service request there, and they cut. That was on the 168, the right side of the 110 freeway underpass. They did come out and it cleared that whole area out because we had broken fences there, and they cleared that whole area out. So I was really happy about that. And then the other day and last night, I actually went down to. It wasn't in my area. I actually thought it was still with my area on Figueroa, and I think it was just under the 91 underpass. It was really bad, and I called, submitted a request for to Caltrans to clean it up. And I went by tonight, and it was about as clean as you can ever be clean in your life. So I was really happy about that. So it's an ongoing process. So I just keep at it. So that's what I've been doing.
All right, thank you very much. We have District 2. Is District 2 here? Nobody from District 2? What about District 3?
Hey, it's Dave. I don't have as much to report as Ron. In our area, I do a lot of the park stuff and report at the park and try to do those reports. And I'm glad that Officer Leva is inviting us to. I'm sending things to him for that railroad because I think that's the biggest issue, the railroad next to the park, at least in District 3. Aside from that, it's not District 3, it's actually District 1, but like where my school is located, we have we held a symposium of city officials recently. And the mayor of Gardena and the Chamber of Commerce of Harbor Gateway are now sponsoring a MyLA and Gardena Direct challenge for the kids in sixth grade. And the kids that report the most things to either one of those apps over the next 30 days will win Disneyland tickets. And that challenge was featured on Fox 11 News this evening. I can send over the link to y'all, but there's something cool happening with kids in our area. And big appreciation to the chamber and to the mayor of Gardena. But hopefully we'll have over 100 kids and their families joining the reporting in our area.
All right. Thank you very much. District 4.
Hi, evening, everybody. My report is that the DWP lot. I've been following that because the vegetation is overgrown over there in the lot, and also there is some illegal dumping. And thank you, Rudy, for clearing that up. The illegal dumping in front of the DWP lot. So I'm emailing the department, real estate department, about asking them are they gonna come frequently, like once a month or something, to make sure the grass is cut, the vegetation is cut. And also there has been illegal dumping in the areas, and been reported to Department of Sanitation. And also, I reported to Rudy, and thank you, Rudy. Give you a shout out for helping out and making sure. Um, Also, um, I'm engaging with some of the stakeholders here in the area to educate them who they can call and not to depend on one person to do it. So we have some new residents here in the area, and so well, I've been reaching out to them, and also um so just trying to keep everybody engaged the best way I can to hold people's interests, and reporting and and in yeah, just in reporting. And along Vermont, I noticed people be putting dumping on those inlets over there. I don't even know if they're where, so probably have to work on that area over there. um and also on the business areas over there, uh um it looked like it's looking like it's straightened up when I last looked, but it looked like there's a chronic area over there on 135th in Australia. And um, so possibly to reach out to more of the businesses over there in the future, and also to reach out um, at the school, so the parents and the kids would know how to report if they see littering and things like that, to get them involved, and also beautification projects with the school. So that's about it for me right now. And I thank Rudy and Officer Leva and Officer Chris, the Officer Christy, for helping out in our area. And thanks for them for being, responsive. I appreciate it.
District
That concludes my report.
District 5.
Good evening, everyone. And aside from the regular everyday assignments, the in conjunction with the 1-5 and Councilman McOscar's office, District 5 will be hosting the Juneteenth program for this year, the Juneteenth celebration for this year. The plans are still being pulled together, and so you'll hear more about that probably in the next meeting. But that's what's new. Thank you.
All right. Next, we have District 6. District 6, Marvin Bell.
Oh, just before we go to
Hello.
Marvin,
Okay, go ahead.
Mitch Chavarria, a District 5 stakeholder, I think, wants to raise one of the issues of District 5.
Go right ahead.
All right, thank you. I just got unmuted. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. So quick question. I'm not sure who just spoke for District 5. I see on the screen it says Eva, but I don't know if that was her.
That was me.
Oh, hey, Eva.
Hi, Mitch.
Have you heard anything about the intersection at Hoover, South Hoover and Laconia, and the issues we're having there with folks driving around doing the donuts and running stop signs and almost hitting kids and stuff? I know I've been working with Rudy on it for a while now, and Officer Leva and Massey, of course, but wanted to see if y'all were tracking anything on that.
Nothing new. I spoke to Pam on Saturday and we were discussing it, but so far there's been nothing new that's come as a solution. I know I read your email and I know what happened and I know about the intersection, and we're pressing them and they're saying they're working on it.
Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Officer Leva knows. We've spoken to Officer Leva, and I think everyone knows, but they haven't come up with a fix. They haven't come up with a solution. But we haven't stopped talking to them.
Okay. I'm tracking. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. District 7.
No, District 6. We never finished.
I'm sorry, my bad. You're right.
Yes,
right
we have. In District 6, we have a problem with the lights. If they're not off, they're very dim. which is on Imperial, 115th, 117th, Figueroa, Imperial. I think it was last week there was a fatality. A pedestrian was hit on Figueroa and Imperial, I believe caused by the lighting because it's really dark. Also, we're having problems with mobile homes on 115th. As I believe they're selling drugs out of them because there's a lot of traffic. That's some of the problems. And the officers said they were working on the railroads tomorrow, so that was a problem that we had in my area also. So that's just a few of things that needs to be worked on in my area.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
District 7. Barbara Tyson Frazier, I know you're here. District 7, no report.
Hello, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
We got you.
I'm working from my phone. I'm sorry. Hello everyone. Uh, Besides from all of the illegal dumping, and we also have our lighting that needs to be also corrected in District 7 under the freeways, under the 105 bridges, and along with all the dumping. And I'm also getting on board with the charter school for the kids because the 311, I get frustrated holding on the phone, so I'm learning how to use the 311 app, which appears to be a little bit easier to work than trying to call on the phone and be on hold. So I will be working with a school soon so they can get on board and learn how to use the 311 app, and also get some perks for reporting in the school. And I was also with one of I don't know if she's a school teacher, Haley. She was filming today, and I was very impressed with the charter school. So I'm going to get involved with the kids so they can learn how to use the 311 app and report also in their community, as well as the so we can all get on board and work together. So I think that was an amazing thing for the charter school. And I think, is that your school? I'm sorry. Trying to think of
David.
the person. I think it's his school. He was just talking about it. I'm sorry. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it's my school.
that's amazing, Dave. I saw the um the report that you guys are doing, and it was just beautiful, and the kids getting involved. So we're gonna work. I'm working on that now for our community, so our kids can get involved, because the more we report, the more resources that we get in our neighborhood, in our area. So, and the kids getting involved and taking pride in their community is very important. And I think that that's a good thing to get them started now while they're young. So I give kudos to you guys. All right, thanks. But
Thank
that's
you.
what I'm doing.
Thank you, Barbara. We have
Yeah.
we have our Leaders Like Me event next Tuesday. If you want to come by, it's in honor of Black History Month. We're looking
Yeah.
for Black and African American leaders in the community to come by and share stories with the kids. And so, if you want to come by, I can share that at the end of the meeting. I can share the visual
Sure.
or the flyer again.
I will definitely be there. I'm for the kids. That's it. That's who I enjoy working with, and that's who we have to put up. That's our kids. So I'm in
Right.
for
See, Mitch
inviting.
has his hand up.
I'm sorry, that was up from earlier. I'll take it down.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to District 8. Shirley? District 8? All right. District 8.
Yeah, Shirley okay, she's unmuted now.
Good afternoon. This is Shirley. We really don't have anything going in District 8. We had our cleanup. Our under the freeway has been clean. we're basically just dealing with the work of the 105 freeway now because all the homeless have been moved because they've been working there. So we're pretty good right now.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
And just before we move on to item 4, I noticed that the mayor's representative, oh, she's not here now, so Jocelyn was here, but she's left, so okay, we can move on.
Right. Number 4 on the agenda, possible adoption of 2027 HGNNC budget priorities letter. We need a vote.
Excuse me, I'm gonna share my screen on this, but I see Shirley Johnson's hand is up. And did we skip Erica from Dunn?
No, Erica already spoke, and I think Shirley just, I don't know, Shirley, did you still?
Good. No, I'm good.
Right.
No, I'm not speaking. I'm good.
Okay, thank you. I lowered your hand. But I'm gonna share my screen. Sorry, Alonzo, go ahead.
Are we waiting for your
So-
screen to go ahead?
So the letter is only slightly revised from last month, so if anyone still has issues or items that should go in it, otherwise we might wait until next month to finalize it, but depends on what people
Can I?
think.
I don't know if it's the right time, but it was a request for Lassa to come on to the meeting. And the reason why I'm requesting that also again is because it was 157 votes. That was not, 157.
Barbara, this is not the right time
That's
on.
not the right time when you were
No.
asking. Okay, because it's the agenda. I thought we were on the agenda. I'm sorry. That's why I'm asking.
On the letter right
Thank-
now. Okay. We look at the draft of the letter.
You all can see my screen, right, with the letter?
Yes.
Okay.
See, there were some changes made to the letter.
Just a few, adding in, for example, the needed crosswalk on Broadway at 117th Street which is Department of Transportation, I believe, and yeah, our Bureau of Street Services. I always get it confused, which maybe Rudy can clarify. What does a crosswalk come under? Street services or
It's DOT, but is it just paint and stop sign, or is it like
yeah,
boxes?
just a stop sign and white paint on the street.
Okay, yeah, I can work on that. It's really just me asking LADOT to go assess it, and then it gets approved. They'll do it within a couple months.
Okay, but we'll still put it in our letter just.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that I'm not sure, like I see here, and I'm actually not sure like what bucket this falls under. It's just Gardena Boulevard, I think from Vermont to Figueroa. If we can make that more family friendly and more business friendly and spend some like time and love there and resources from the city, I think it would be great. That and the other thing is the Harbor Gateway has no gang prevention program for kids that are veering the wrong way. There's no grid representation or any other organization that's like that.
Okay, that
So we
could
can-
be under LAPD, I guess.
Yeah, because I think we can talk about enforcement, but we're not talking about prevention.
I thought that one group that's on Vermont,
Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Crossroads used to have a partnership with funding from Grid, and when they did, they had youth gang deterrent employees. They lost that grant and that funding, and the LAPD doesn't have anything in our area. So Crossroads is still there, but their primary focus is on supporting new mothers and often teen mothers, but not so much gang prevention.
Okay.
And I don't know where this goes, but you can also add in, I know I'm already working on it just to show more support on it. If you want to add a part about for the business corridor on Gardena Boulevard, for the Jedi Zone. So that way they can start looking for money on that.
Okay, because, previously it was already more than 20 years ago, the city requested the money as what are those called? A block development grant. And
CBD funds or something like that, yeah.
yeah, there's some department of the city that still handles that. So maybe that's what we would put that under. That it's time for a new project for facade improvements and street issues, etc. Which reminds me, Rudy, when those little Tivoli lights go out on Gardena Boulevard, is DWP in charge of those, or how do we request repair?
So I requested repair on those 3 months ago. That was something that the previous administration installed in some of our communities, and but they didn't. They installed them, but didn't plan for outages, so they didn't pay for like any insurance on it. So it costs money to fix them. Right now, they're on a backlog to fix with other different districts, but they are on the list to get fixed hopefully soon.
So is that Bureau of Street Lighting then?
I cannot answer that right now because I would have to find out. Whenever these go out, I send it to my district director, and then she reaches out to the Tivoli Light folks. I'm not sure where the contracts were.
So maybe we should put that in the budget too. Just say,
Yes.
allocation for regular maintenance of those.
Yeah. And then also with the Jedi Zone designation, so each council district is able to get so many Jedi Zones designed in their business corridors. So it's a rough pitch to try to get a third or fourth one in the 1.5, but at least we're going to put in the motion for it. And it a lot of the qualifications or standards that Jedi Zones need to qualify for it, Gardena Boulevard falls under. So yeah, that's another thing that's going to take a little bit longer to process, but it's definitely something we're working on. So if you add it to your list, I just want to be able to show my boss your support for it.
So
good evening. Oh, sorry.
yeah, are people ready to vote, or with the additions, or do we want to wait till next month just to think of anything?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I would also like to just make a recommendation, again, just based off of thinking about how we retell the story of our neighborhoods and Harbor Gateway North. While all of these recommendations are great, I would also like to engage the Department of Cultural Affairs and perhaps also think about budget items around historical resources, just to think about markers that we can designate in our markers that we can designate along corridors, telling the history of the neighborhood, and also ways to reroute funding for public art programming, murals, ways that we can beautify and culturally shift the landscape of our neighborhood to also approach some of these other sort of more corrective budget recommendations that are currently in the letter.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, Rosalie, can I ask a question? What he was saying, in regards to having some like historical type of murals or what have you. I don't know the proper way to, for instance, like Anthony's on the Hill. I was just passing by there today, and I thought that was really nice how they have the African history banners up. Really looks nice, and I was wondering how can we get those put up in our area. And I'm glad he mentioned that just now because I was wondering how could we do that. It looks very nice.
Well, it costs a lot of money to do banners, so
Well, how
far
do we
I
they've
mean,
only been
I think
along.
that's also why we would ask for budget allocation for those resources because it does cost a lot of money. I
uh-huh.
also just want to name part of what is on my mind is so like as California has just designated this new Black cultural district, right? In Los Angeles, that cultural district ends at Manchester. And Barbara, as you were just noting, Athens on the Hill is a historically designated neighborhood. And so that does leave a gap in resources for historical preservation between Manchester Avenue and 120th. And so I think part of these budget recommendations that we could make would also fill in that gap of money that is needed to put up these banners and to recognize also the historically significant and culturally significant events, places, and things that have happened in the upper part of Harbor Gateway North.
Yes, I agree.
Well, actually, also the Gardena Boulevard area, there's other, there would need to be historic markings for other groups, including the Japanese American and the Mexican American community. So we'll try to word it more, you know, in a couple different ways to fit that into the letter.
All right, that sounds great.
So we're gonna table this right now or come back to it? Vote for it.
Yeah, why don't we wait till next month and we'll have the new version ready. So, and then if people think of things, please let me know, but especially in writing.
Right, next on the agenda, number 5, consent calendar vote. Consisted of A, January 13th, 2026 board minutes, B, January 24th special board minutes, and C, January 27th general membership minutes. So guess we're gonna ask for it first.
Need a motion.
I make a motion.
Second.
I second.
The second, a motion and second. Let me go for a vote, Rosalie.
Okay. Alonzo Williams,
Yes.
Rosalie Preston, yes. Majani Nixon,
Yes.
Ronald Robinson,
Yes.
Bart Bidlingmeyer,
Yes.
Dave Trejo,
Yes.
Harvey Powell,
Yes.
Eva Cooper Pace,
Yes.
Marvin Bell,
Yes.
Barbara Tyson Frazier, Shirley Johnson,
Yes.
Jeremy Guyton,
Yes.
Jackie Jackson,
Yes.
Frankie Mays,
Yes.
Clifford McLean. Okay, motion passes.
Number 6, administrative motions. A, approval of January 2026 monthly expenditure report. Need a vote, which includes a approval up to $1,200 to support a community outreach event in HGNNC District 7.
No, though that's separate. Separate. We
Okay.
have to do all those separate.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. So I guess the first one, approval of January 2026 monthly expenditure report. Need a vote.
Yes.
We get a
Quick
motion.
second to go through this. Hopefully you can see my screen showing the monthly expenditure report for January.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So last month we had a little over $2,400, so $2,406.28 that was spent. Just real quickly, our AT&T bill was office. We had some outreach things that was for our general membership meeting on January 27th. So flyers with the graphics vendor, the printing of that. Our board retreat, we had pastries and coffee from Las Tres Marias. We had snacks from Ralph's, some things from Staples, Vaughn's, Ralph. So these were refreshments for those several meetings that we had in person last month. Our rent for January and February got paid, and our office printer. And then outreach for the Winter Wonderland bags that we had voted on last time as well. So that's what makes up the $2,400. And then we had almost $3,000 that are still outstanding, but they've been approved or are being approved to be paid out for next time. You'll see, we'll go over it next time, but some back billing on a mailroom, which is our web services. And then the distribution of those flyers from the general membership meeting. Any questions? Okay, if not, I think we can do a motion, a second, and a vote.
Rosalie makes a motion to approve.
Frankie second.
Okay, I'll do the roll call. Alonzo Williams.
Yes.
Rosalie Preston, yes. Magini Nixon.
Yes.
Ronald Robinson.
Yes.
Bart Bidlingmeyer.
Yes.
Dave Trejo.
Yes.
Harvey Powell.
Yes.
Eva Cooper Pace.
Yes.
Marvin Bell.
Yes.
Barbara Tyson Frazier.
Yes.
Shirley Johnson.
Yes.
Jeremy Guyton.
Yes.
Jackie Jackson.
Yes.
Frankie Mays.
Yes.
And Clifford McLean. Is Clifford still here? No. Okay, motion passes.
Next, section B, approval for up to $1,200 to support a outreach event for HGNNC District 7 in late March or April. Need a motion,
How much to approve?
$1,200 to support an upcoming outreach event.
Mine says 1,550.
Yeah, mine says 1,200. Anybody else have matching funds on either one of these numbers?
Oh, I think, Alonzo, you're looking at an older
Okay.
draft, probably. Yeah, it is 1,550, which we managed to pull from many sources because there's not much money left in our budget.
What's the 1,550 covering?
This is if we hold it at the 118th Street School where we would be paying for the permit, which is around $250, we figure, to print two-sided colored flyers that would be distributed to the stakeholders of District 7 to make it a targeted outreach event there, but the event would be advertised to all of our neighborhood council through email and a robocall as well.
Okay, but what's the event?
Excuse me, Rosalie. We could save that money, the extra money about sending out, passing them out, because if we go online, if we go and send them out robocalls and that other
Okay,
flyers.
the budget is up to, it doesn't mean we're going to spend that amount of money, but it allows us that option if we decide. Otherwise, people in the immediate neighborhood aren't really going to know about it probably. And it's a
I know
way to attract new stakeholders.
that's the reason why if we have it on Main and Imperial, where all that's like that lot will be cleaned off, and people will see it. We're going to have a community health outreach event. So it's going to be a community health fair without resources. I have people coming from colleges that would like to participate. And if we're right there on that corner, we're going to attract a whole lot. It's going to be a lot of people. So we really wouldn't have to do that much advertising, and we could save that extra money.
Well,
Besides,
anyway, that's what we've budgeted. It doesn't mean we're going to spend it, but
okay,
we can make that decision afterwards.
Can you remind us again, Rosalie, what event exactly is this for?
This is what Barbara is proposing.
A community health fair, a community health and outreach event. That's what we're going to have vendors
On Saturday, March 28th. So
correct, and it's going to be on the main area where you got all that traffic. It's going to be a good event, and I will get both sides because I think 8 is conjoined with that side too.
It'll be for the whole neighborhood council.
We wouldn't have to pass out flyers and all that. I mean, in regards
we can discuss it later.
Okay, we'll discuss it later, but we could save some of that money too.
Well, can't we discuss it now? Because some of us would like to know.
So the budget is.
I'm not asking about the budget. I'm asking about the event.
Yeah. Yes, Eva. I want to involve everybody. I'm trying to, it's called to combine. We're getting the community together, coming together in the community. So I figure we have a health fair event as well as a outreach. I have one lady, she works for a college. She was willing to come. I have to give her the correct date. Miss Stark, she's gonna come out with some of her team, and she deals with work source, like a work source. She's pretty much in with colleges and helping people get in type of trades and stuff. And so I thought that would be very good to have her at that health fair event. And whomever people who that that have resources for the community. So that's what it's all about. And on Imperial, Sola gave us permission to use that lot. They'll clean the lot up, and we can have all that space out there to have our event.
You said on Imperial and Main?
Yes, it's on the main street. So we're gonna have a lot of traffic, and then we got District 8, right there too.
It's where Solar Impact was going to build about 200 apartments, and they've never
I know where the lot is.
proceeded. And
Uh,
I personally think it needs to be at the 118th Street School, but
So
it's not enough traffic there.
is this event, I guess, sponsored or put on by our neighborhood council? And so those funds would go toward anything needed to facilitate this event?
yes,
Yeah.
but however, if it's going to be held on the SOLA lot, they have to be a co-sponsor per funding. So
Mhm.
Well, so we're solely sponsoring this. It's not in conjunction like with okay, Watts is Harbor Gateway, and they
Mhm.
have that new Kaiser facility over there.
Uh-huh.
Are they participating? Are they going to be there?
Sure,
Is
we can
there
invite them.
is there
That's
going to be a the mammogram ban, or I'm just curious about what
yes.
going to take
Well,
place.
I have Dr. Aduna, who's a member of my church. I was going to speak to him in regards to. I just needed the date, so we've already came up with um the March the 28th. So I will be speaking with Dr. Aduna tomorrow and finding out what mobile vans will be available for us, and then I have another person who has contact with a mobile medical van. So we'll have, and then also I wanted to get the showers out. I was going to reach out to a friend of mine that has contact with someone that they can have the mobile showers come out as well. So it's more than just the health,
for the
van.
mobile showers, you have to have a DWP sewer thing
Okay.
available and a
Oh,
fire hydrant. And
okay.
I don't know that we want to get involved with that, but
Okay, well, if we could do it, I mean, we'll make it happen. We're servicing the community, so whatever that is available that we can, the resources that we can use, and the people who are willing to be there and support, we're going to do. It's for the community. So whatever,
So, so we have
and I
two,
already
we have
spoke to
two
quite a
potential,
few people that are, excited about, the idea. That would.
it sounds like we
I
have two
think it's
potential,
going to be a great event.
it sounds like we have two potential locations for the same type of event. One at the 118th Street School, and the other on the corner of Main and Imperial. That what we have here?
Yes, and the thing about Main and Imperial, it's just it's a busy street, so you would have the people stopping coming anyways. So we wouldn't have to do that much advertising. We're
no,
gonna
we
do.
want it aimed at our community, not people driving by on Imperial Highway.
Yeah. Well, most people that it will be a lot of people in our community involved with going up and down the street, but I think that that's a good area right there. So it's.
That event already planned out, or is this something that we're looking to do? The one on Imperial Main Street.
Barbara says she's been in touch with the property owners, but
Sola has agreed to let me use the property. We're gonna get it all cleaned up, and we're gonna put the mobile vans and.
but they have to be a co-sponsor, and there's certain requirements that maybe they won't be willing to do. So once we find all that out, then but there's only like about 6 weeks to whip this together.
That's not a lot of time for what you guys what you're envisioning. It sounds good, but it doesn't sound like you have a lot of time.
So basically, we need funds for something, whether it be at the school or whether it be on Imperial and Main Street. That's what we're saying here right now. All right.
Right.
These are one of these events are solidly they're tentatively, but we need some funds in the event that we decide to go one way or another. Is that what we're
Yeah.
saying here? Okay.
So I make a motion that we approve up to 1550 to support the event.
And if it goes over 1550,
we don't have the money.
We won't be able to do
Yeah,
it.
we don't have the money, and funding is only going to approve up to that amount. So
Okay, and then we'll reach to we'll
I'm
reach out
sorry,
to other
is it
people.
possible to approach Kaiser since they're now in the gateway? And
Sure.
they're not in the
They're
gateway.
not
ask
in the
them if
gateway.
they want to partner?
They
Yeah,
may want to
but we're not paying for any of the people to come. The cost would only be if we use the 118th Street School, decide to pay for a flyer and flyer delivery and some sandwiches for the people at the resource tables.
Okay.
So we have
And
to.
if we don't do those things, then it won't cost us any money. But we can't pay for mobile health vans or anything like that. They all have to be donations. Yeah, come.
Which is why I suggested to see if they want to partner with us.
Right, and we'll reach
Well,
out.
that part is separate from voting this money, which.
Well,
Okay.
So
I think Barbara makes a good point about the visibility on Imperial and Main as opposed to 118th Street School.
Well, but you have to go see that lot, and because there
Well,
has
yeah,
to.
but there are a number of things that sound like they're still kind of up in the air right now as far as the event is concerned. Okay.
Okay, so I made a motion. Is there any second?
I second.
Who was that? Ron?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll do a vote and move on. Alonso Williams,
Yes.
Rosalie Preston, yes. Majani Nixon,
Yes.
Ronald Robinson,
Yes.
Bart Bidleymeyer,
Yes.
Dave Trejo,
Yes.
Arby Powell,
Yes.
Eva Cooper Pace,
I abstain.
Marvin Bell,
Yes.
Barbara Tyson Frazier,
Yes.
Shirley Johnson,
Yes.
Jeremy Guyton,
Yes.
Jackie Jackson,
Yes.
Frankie Mays,
Yes.
Clifford McLean.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes.
All right. Next, we have approval to use 5 for the HGNNC office and room 185 for in-person.
So wait, Alonso,
It's a
sorry,
wrong.
that's the older
Okay, I'm sorry.
version. So
Let me find it. Okay.
yeah, it's 500 up to 500 for the April 4th spring egg hunt at Rosecrans Rec. So that would be for us to support the candy and some type of hot dogs for the kids for the spring egg hunt event at the Rosecrans Rec. Is there a motion to support?
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Yeah, is this a annual event that we normally we support?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. I wasn't sure. Okay.
I'll motion to put it up.
I second.
Okay, Alonzo Williams.
Mhm. Mm.
So this is the vote on the spring, up to $500 for the spring egg hunt at Rosecrans Rec. Alonzo Williams.
Mhm.
Rosalie Preston, yes. Maggie Nixon.
Yes.
Ronald Robinson.
Yes.
Bart Bidlingmeyer.
Yes.
Dave Trejo.
Yes.
Harvey Powell.
Yes.
Eva Cooper Pace.
Yes.
Marvin Bell.
Yes. Yes.
Barbara Tyson Frazier.
Yes.
Shirley Johnson.
Yes.
Jeremy Guyton. Jackie Jackson.
Yes.
Frankie Mays.
Yes.
Clifford McLean.
Yes.
And Alonzo Williams.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the motion passes.
All right.
And the next one then, D, is approval of up to $1,000 for branded reusable bags for outreach events. So we only have about 20 left, and with upcoming outreach events, in the past, I think we ordered 500. So I'm not sure if 1,000 will cover that many, but we'll just get as many as we can because they're cheaper the more you order.
Mhm.
So
I'll
they'd
make
be similar to the ones we have, which are kind of a lime green with our name and website and a phone number on them and our logo.
okay. I'll make a motion for the bags up to 500.
1,000.
Up to 1,000.
You said 1,000. Okay. I make a
Up
motion.
up to 1,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I second.
Okay. Alonzo Williams.
Yes.
Rosalie Preston, yes. Maggie Nixon.
Yes.
Ronald Robinson.
Yes.
Bart Bidlingmeyer.
Yes.
Dave Trejo.
Yes.
Harvey Powell.
Yes.
Eva Cooper Pace.
Yes.
Marvin Bell.
Yes.
Barbara Tyson Frazier.
Yes.
Shirley Johnson.
Yes.
Jeremy Guyton. Jackie Jackson.
Yes.
Frankie Mays.
Yes.
Clifford McLean.
Yes.
Motion passes. And the last one, no, there's two more. E is the approval of up to $180 for two HGNNC banners on X stands. Last July, we voted for one retractable banner on a more substantial type base. But in talking with the new printer guy, I mentioned he does those retractable banners, but he recommended the X stands. They're a lot cheaper, and as he pointed out, the retractables, often the mechanism wears out fairly fast. So Yeah, my only concern is that we would want them outside next to our table at outreach events, and the wind blows these banners, but he
Okay.
said, we'll have to get a weight to hold them. And then some people I notice use banner ties or something to tie them to the stands of the canopy so they don't blow away. So, but if we vote on this, then we can maybe make a final decision if we want two of these other on the X stand or one on the other. So
Rosalie, didn't we used to have some of these before?
we had two smaller retractable banners in English and two in Spanish, and the mechanisms all broke after maybe less than 2 years, I think. So we're this time we're thinking of a really tall banner that's like 6 to 8 feet tall, about 2.5 feet wide. So I make a motion that we approve up to $180 for the two banners on X stands.
I second the motion for the banner.
Okay. Let's see. Oops. Alonzo Williams.
Yes.
Rosalie Preston, yes. Magini Nixon.
Yes.
Ronald Robinson.
Yes.
Bart Billingmeyer.
Yes.
Dave Trejo.
Yes.
Arby Powell.
Yes.
Eva Cooper Pace.
Yes.
Marvin Bell.
Yes.
Barbara Tyson Frazier. Shirley Johnson.
Yes.
Jeremy Guyton. Jackie Jackson.
Yeah.
Frankie Mays.
Yes.
Clifford McLean.
Yes.
Motion passes. And then the last one is the use of room. So when we went to pay the invoice for use of room 185 for our general membership meeting that we'd voted on, the $150, funding pointed out that we'd never gotten permission to use that room, and then they saw that we've never signed the lease for use for our office in that building, and this is an ongoing thing because of funding and anyway, so this vote is the first step of trying to resolve that. So the motion would be approval of use of room 205 and room 185 at 555 West Redondo Beach Boulevard.
For how much?
No, it's just that we're saying that we'll be using them for our meetings, our any in-person meeting, which potentially we can use our office for a small committee meeting, and the room 185 would be for the general membership meetings.
No.
When we used room 185 now, it used to be at no cost, but because everyone's suffering financially now, EECI is asking for $50 per hour, which for us works out to $150 for the general membership meeting. And we do have, under the new Brown Act update allowing us to meet virtually, we do have to have at least one meeting per year in person, which, at this point, we're holding 4 in person. So this is just saying that we agree that we will be using those 2 rooms in that building for any public meeting, and then funding and the city attorney will work on the final lease agreement.
So have they been paying them?
Yeah, yeah. We've been paying for our office for about 4 or 5 years now.
That's what I thought. So
Right, but
Hmm.
it came up, so now we have to do this.
And so now there's a problem because they think so. Okay.
So this vote is for us all to agree that we want to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Then we create the board action certificate, which is submitted along with other paperwork to get the leasing finalized, hopefully before the end of June.
Okay.
So I make a motion that we support this.
I second the motion that we support.
Okay. So roll call is Alonzo Williams,
Yes.
Rosalie Preston, yes. Majani Nixon,
Yes.
Ronald Robinson,
Yes.
Bart Bidlingmeyer,
Yes.
Dave Trejo,
Yes.
Harvey Powell,
Yes.
Eva Cooper Pace,
Yes.
Marvin Bell,
Yes.
Barbara Tyson Frazier,
Yes.
Shirley Johnson,
Yes.
Jeremy Guyton, Jackie Jackson,
Yes.
Frankie Mays,
Yes.
Clifford McLean.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. So now we're on the last.
Brief announcements from the board. Anybody have anything they need to announce moving forward?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to, for the problems we're having with 117th Street, I'd like to approach um, the captain down at 108th Street to get, I don't know if he'll do it or who does it, some signs down there about a fine for dumping.
I've invited that captain to our April general membership meeting, so I'm going to keep bugging them to see if he's got it on his schedule, but I also think we need to reach out to Metro because 117th Street from Figueroa to Broadway and Main Street, it's, a regular corridor for the people who use the metro station. And it's, and they had some safety initiatives last year and the year before to put the ambassadors on the buses and trains to, make people feel safer. And it would seem like they need to do more to make that corridor improve for people walking back and forth. I think they could improve lighting, they could install cameras that are monitored and, maybe some other measures.
Well, don't you think approaching him personally about those issues? I mean, he doesn't have to come to a meeting to act on something like that. Although it's good to have him come to a meeting, but do you have to wait till April?
Okay, I'll give you a telephone number for the captain and his email.
Okay.
And then, so you could start preparing him for our request.
Okay.
All right, folks. If no other announcements on the board, we can adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.
Just share my screen so that if anyone's interested in coming to speak at our Black History Month Career Day event, they can scan that QR code.
And then Dave, maybe if you could put that in the chat.
And also, Dave, if you can email the flyer.
Yeah, email it
to me, and I can forward to the whole board also.
Yeah, I'll do that. Bart, I don't think we have a chat in this space.
I forgot. Also, we can't show our faces. Well, yeah, we're all masked.
I think we can show our faces. I don't think there's anything saying we can. I think
we're not supposed to show our faces per Department of Neighborhood Empowerment because the stakeholders who call in are not able to see, and so it's to make it more fair and Erica wants to make a comment on that.
I was gonna say I don't know that that's true, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, Erica.
Thanks, Rosalie. So I caught the tail end of that comment, but if I heard correctly, did I hear that the department encourages board members not to show their face?
Yes, that's what we were always instructed when we started using meetings by Zoom.
Yeah, so since the time that I've been with the department, which is a little over 4 years now, that has not been my understanding. We always say we think it's actually better that people have their camera on, so that way people can see that, board members are attentive to the meeting. But I certainly haven't heard anything that says that we don't encourage you to have your camera on.
Well, we did definitely get instructions in the past. But so we can clarify that.
Yeah, let's look into clarifying it because I miss all of your smiling faces.
Rosalie, can you please, I guess, address Barbara? I guess she left, but I'd be curious what the follow-up, if anything, is with LASA.
Yeah, it's not on the agenda. We have to do, perhaps the executive board needs to discuss that. But I just wanted to point out that it's on the agenda, just an announcement that the San Pedro Art Association has their student art competition going again. There's an April 30th deadline. It's for kindergarten through high school. In the past, some of our schools did participate, and some of the students were selected as winners, and they will be, the artwork will be, now winners are displayed online. So it's something district reps we could get flyers to them to take to their schools to help promote it as an opportunity for the students.
Hello, Rosalie. Hello.
We hear you.
Hello.
We
Can
Yeah,
hear
you
we
you.
hear
hear
me?
you. Yep.
Oh, yes. No, I had got dropped from the call. But the reason why I was requesting that LASA come on, because we did 157 counts were not made, and that takes away resources from our area with those counts. So I don't understand why the counts were dropped, but we need them to do a recount because we need those counts in our area because we need the resources. And that is very important. So that's why I was requesting that LASA come back and do a recount. We need those resources. Because it was a day count. It was actually a day count, and a day count I think is more accurate than even in the evening because they're out and about doing. But I don't know why it was dropped. I just don't know why it was 157.
So I think we're ready to adjourn.
Yeah.
Right. Anything
Mm-hmm.
else? All right. At this time, the meeting for the Harbor Gateway North Neighborhood Council is now adjourned. Thank you all for coming out.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Good night.